Jai Shri Mataji. Let us bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. Let us open both our hands towards Mother in complete awe and recognition that we are sitting in front of the goddess of the universe, the Adi Shakti. The more the humble we are, the more blessings we get. Let us all humble down in our hearts. We need to purify our hearts so that we can invite Adi Shakti there. To purify our hearts, let us all forgive everyone and forgive ourselves. Because only with a pure heart, we can enter into the kingdom of God. So let us ask for forgiveness from Divine for any mistakes we may have committed. Shri Mataji, please forgive us if we have committed any mistakes against our spirit. Mother, please forgive all those who have troubled us, hurt us, or harmed us in any way. By your grace, Mother, we forgive everyone. Now that we have a clean heart, let us establish our Guru, Shri Mataji, in the core of our heart. Let us all feel the presence of Shri Adi Shakti in our hearts. Let us bow down to Shiv Tattva, the spirit in us. Now let us put both our hands on Mother Earth and put our attention on the principle of innocence and purity within us. Let us surrender to that principle of innocence. We take Shri Ganesha mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please fill each and every cell of our body with your innocence. O Divine Mother Earth, please absorb in you anything that is against innocence in us. Shri Mataji, please make us like Shri Ganesha, completely surrendered to you. Mother, please deepen our state of meditation. Now let us put our left hand towards Shri Mataji and right hand on Mother Earth. And let us take the blessings of Shri Mahakali powers flowing from Shri Mataji's photograph on our Ida Nari. We pray from heart to Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, I am your child. Please make me feel the Mahakali powers flowing from you and nourishing my left channel. Shri Mataji, through your Mahakali powers, please destroy all the negativity, all the darkness, all the ignorance from my being. Understanding who we truly are, we are the eternal bliss and awareness, consciousness, pure consciousness. Let us drop out everything that is not the spirit as we listen to Atmashtakam.
There's a beautiful saying of Adi Shankaracharya, Tat Nishkala. Manobuddhyahankara citta ninaham na cha shrotra jihve na cha न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं 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 न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायु न वा सप्तधातु न वा पञ्चकोश न वाक्पाणिपादं न चोपस्थपायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न मे द्वेषरागो न मे लोभमोहो मदोर्नैव मे नैव मात्सर्यभावः न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्षः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं
चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न मृत्युर्न शङ्का न मे जातिभेदः पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्म न बन्धो न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्य चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो विभूत्वाच्च सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां न च सङ्गतं नैव मुक्तिर्न मेया चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम्
That's what you are. You are eternal bliss and awareness, consciousness, pure consciousness. I think this must be, everybody must remember by heart and must say in all the ashrams. That's a very good way of remembering what you are. May God bless you.
As we feel our true Swarupa, that we are the pure spirit, our head must bow down to Shri Mataji for making us realize who we are. Now let us take the blessings of Shri Mahasaraswati powers on our Pingla Nadi. Let's open our right hand towards Mother to receive her blessings. And we keep our left hand pointed towards the sky. Shri Mataji, I am your child. Mother, please make me feel your Mahasaraswati powers. Shri Mataji, please make me like Shri Hanumana, always eager and enthusiastic to do the divine work, to be your instrument, and yet be completely surrendered to you, to be completely humble and devoted. May I always feel the truth that you are doing everything. Shri Mataji, let our actions be so pure and auspicious that they bring about a beautiful change in this world. Let us all manifest Shri Hanumana powers and be your instrument. As we feel the love of Shri Mataji flowing in our right hand in the form of coolness, we listen to Shri Hanumana song.
Beauty of his character is that he's a child. And the childlike behavior of Sri Hanumana has to control the right side.
Hanumana hey, Hanumana hey. Hanumana runs like the wind on the Pingala Nadi. In this world there is not one thing that can stop him on his way. Hanumana hey, Hanumana jay, Hanumana hey hey hey. Shri Hanumana hey, Hanumana jay, Hanumana hey hey hey. Hanumana hey. Hanumana keeps in his heart Sri Sita and Sri Rama. From their side he will never part, he's a perfect devotee. Hanumana hey, Hanumana jay, Hanumana hey hey hey. Shri Hanumana hey, Hanumana jay, Hanumana hey hey. Hanumana hey. Hanumana lifts in his hand the whole of Sri Mount Kailash, brings it back with the healing herbs to Sri Lakshmana. Hanumana hey, Hanumana jay, Hanumana hey hey hey. Shri Hanumana hey, Hanumana jay, Hanumana hey hey hey. Hanumana hey.
We bow down and thank Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, thank you very much, Mother, for making us feel your Mahasaraswati powers flowing through us. Now we put both our hands humbly towards Shri Mataji and let us take the blessings of Shri Mahalakshmi powers on our central channel. Shri Mataji, you are Saksha Shri Mahalakshmi. Mother, I am your child. I want to feel your powers flowing through me. Mother, please bless me with your Mahalakshmi powers. Let us express our desire to Shri Mataji that we want to ascend in our spiritual life. Now that we are realized, the Lakshmi Tattva in us has become the Mahalakshmi Tattva. Earlier, we were seeking small things in life, but by now, Mother's grace, we are seeking a higher life. We are seeking the divine. We are seeking our spirit. Shri Mataji, let our desire to ascend be so strong and intense that anything that is against it leave our system completely. We take Shri Mahalakshmi, Shri Ganesha mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We can feel the love flowing from Mother on both our hands and inside us. Let us bow down to Shri Mahalakshmi Tattva in our brain. Shri Mataji, you are residing in our brain in the form of Shri Viratangna powers of Shri Virata. Mother, please enlighten our brain completely with our spirit. We surrender this brain to you, Mother. Shri Mataji, you have made us in the pattern of Shri Ganesha. By your grace, we are free from ego and superego. Let us feel the love of our Mother flowing in our brain and nourishing each and every cell of this brain. Putting our attention on the Viratangna powers in our brain, let us take the 5 mantras of Shri Virata.
Today let me do it with Krishna's finger. And at Krishna's place. See the Virata Shakti. Release it. So it has a very great significance today that before American tour, which is the Vishuddhi Chakra, I am worshipping the Virat. Yeah, I mean you are worshipping the Virata here.
Mataji, just one. Oh, thank you very much.
The Virata is the High Lord, the power of creation and nourishment, the absolute cosmic being of the universe. Above the level of the Agnya Chakra, he is Sri Krishna, whose Shakti is Viratangana. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gruha Lakshmi Kubera Virata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Brahma Deva Vitala Virata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnu Maya Virata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vitala Virata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirananda Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo
Now let us affirm the truth that we are part and parcel of the whole. Let us say this in our hearts thrice. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am part and parcel of the whole. Mother, by your grace, I am part and parcel of your Virata. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am part and parcel of the whole. Let us have faith in ourselves that we are one with the divine. The divine is flowing through us. We raise our attention to our Sehasrar, where we feel the entire beauty of the whole creation flowing through us. Mother has made us feel the entire universe inside our own being. Let us enjoy the absolute joy pouring from our mother's holy lotus feet in our Sahasrar. Keeping our attention on our Sahasrar, we listen to words of Shri Mataji.
Now, you all have realized by this time that within us lies the peace, the beauty, the glory of our being. There's an ocean of all that. We cannot seek it outside. We have to go within. What they call in the meditative state. You seek it. You enjoy it. Like when you are thirsty, you go to a river or you go to an ocean. And try to quench your thirst. But even the ocean cannot give you sweet water. So, how can anything that is spread outside give you that deep thing that is within you? You are trying to find it out outside where it does not lie. It is within us, absolutely within us. It is so simple because it is your own. It is within your reach, just there. Whatever you have been doing, going out to find the joy, the so-called joy, the so-called happiness, the so-called glory of worldly powers and worldly possessions. You have to reverse it back, the whole thing. You have to project within yourself. It was not wrong that you went out. It was not correct that you went out. You shouldn't feel sorry for what you have done so far. It was not the correct way to get to the real joy of life, the real glory of your being. It has worked in so many people that you have entered into that subtler understanding. Some people are only at a mental level, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe some are only at a physical level that they can feel it. Doesn't matter. But you are on the correct lines. You are moving correctly. Try to meditate. Meditate more so that you reach your inner being. And this inner being is the vast ocean of bliss which exists in every one of us. Is that vast, glorifying flood of light that floods everybody's inner beauty. So to approach it, you have to go within yourself by denying things which are against it, against your movement. Sometimes the wind can be very, very strong for you to misunderstand that the glory of God is within. But turn back. Every moment, remember that your movement has to be inward. When you move inward, you forget the ideas of your outer glories. A person who is of a very base nature thinks that if he makes a lot of money, then he has achieved joy, but he has not. He is the most unhappy person if you go and see him. He is worried about small things of life. You must have heard that people who are very rich are kleptomaniacs. They are worried, they are very miserly. They are worried about a needle here and there. A little thing missing, they get upset. They have so many habits that they can't live without it. So riches have brought always a curse on human beings. So those who seek only the riches cannot enjoy them. Then there are some better people who think that by ruling others, by getting power, we can achieve a very great position in life. They too, as you know, you have seen what happens to them. People don't even want to talk about them. Now there are people who get attached to someone, to one person, or to the family, to their children, to their relations. Very common in India. That's also not the way you can get to God. That's also so limited. Keeps you hanging around them and wasting your energy completely. But if you enter into your being fully, then all these things have such meaning. Everything has a meaning there. In the sense, if you possess anything, and if you are that kind of a person who is supposed to be possessive, he never possesses. He's so detached. He's never possessive. He's so detached about it. But he can play around because he's so detached. He can create a drama out of it. He can play with the possessions and teach lots of lessons to people. He's so detached, so generous. He enjoys his generosity. The whole thing becomes so different, so dynamic. All the beauty that is created by human beings as possession is exposed before you. And you start enjoying all those things without possessing them. You understand the myth of possession. Same with your powers that people have over other people. Those who try to make money out of Sahaja Yoga or want to have a kind of a privilege over Sahaja Yoga, it can be very subtle. This can go very far. The subtlety goes to this extent that I've seen people try to save money on account of Sahaja Yoga. That's also the attention is on money. To make money or to save money, to make a business out of Sahaja Yoga is all absurd. But if you say so, I said, all right, go ahead for a while, try. You'll find that Sahaja Yoga is no business. Of course, Sahaja Yogis can work together, can do some business. But Sahaja Yoga is no business. It's business of God, where you have to give everything that you have. Not to be attached to it. Not to be attached. There's no money to be paid as such, but all your heart is to be poured into it. If you cannot pour your heart into it, you cannot achieve it. Same about power. Some people think that they can even overpower Sahaja Yogis, impress them, control them. Such people are thrown out of Sahaja Yoga completely. You have to enjoy the power of love, that people see you as their protector, as their help, as their support, as their friend. Than is somebody who is a dominating personality. You have to be a fatherhead and not a demonic, destructive force which is always threatening everyone. Such people will be thrown out of Sahaja Yoga in no time. They are found out. I have no sympathies with such people. Never. That will bring you down. In no way. Keep yourself aloof with them. Otherwise, when they are thrown away as tangents from Sahaja Yoga, you might get out with them. So be careful. Then those people waste all their time just thinking about their family, this thing. Or those who have never thought of their family also come to Sahaja Yoga. This is a very subtle ground on which they can lose their attention to their spirit. They spoil their children, they spoil their husbands, they spoil their wives. The whole attention goes in a wrong way. And it becomes a very important issue with them, how the marriages are successful, how the children are this thing, that thing. They don't leave it to God. They have to leave it to God. We are all saints. You have to leave everything to God. In the beginning, in Sahaja Yoga, everybody says, my husband is like that, my wife is like that, my brother is like that, my children are like this, mother look after them. All right, in the beginning is all right. When you grow, you must get out. It's an individual journey towards God when you meditate. And when you reach there, then you become collective. Before that, it's an absolute individual journey within. Absolutely individual journey. You should be able to see this. That in this journey, nobody is your relation. Nobody is your brother. Nobody is your friend. You are absolutely alone. Absolutely alone. You have to move alone within yourself. Don't hate anyone. Don't be irresponsible. But in meditative mood, you are alone. No one exists there. You alone. And once you enter into that ocean, then the whole world becomes your family. The whole world is your own manifestation. All the children become your children, and you treat all the people with equal understanding. The whole expansion takes place when you enter inside your spirit and start seeing through the eyes of the spirit. With such calm, such peace, such bliss exists within you. You have to be ready for that journey. That journey is alone in your meditativeness. And the more you find something in your meditation, the more you want to go and distribute it to others. That has to be. If that does not come into you, then it has not worked out. There's no purity. There's some sort of a bias. In that individual pursuit, whatever you find, you want to enjoy it with others. You want to give it to others. This is the sign of a person who has been really meditative. The one who is meditative and has not been able to distribute what he has found is cheating himself and cheating others as well. Because that joy that you receive in your meditation has to be distributed, has to be given, has to be shown. It should flow in your being as the light radiates from every illumined lamp. You don't have to take a vow to say that this is an enlightened light. In the same way, a saint should not be certified that he is a saint. But the depth you achieve within yourself spreads all over. It is such an action as a reaction. The more deeper you become, the radiation is much more. But a simple person, very ordinary person, uneducated person can be like that. We have, one gentleman called Wari in Bombay. He's an old man. He's so deep. He radiates. People depend on him. He radiates love. He's so meditative. You don't have to spend too much time on meditation. But whatever you spend time, whatever you gain, has to be visible outside. How you radiate and how you give it to others. That's the quality of the saints you have to be. Unless and until we become deeper, we cannot save other surgeries. And we cannot save those who are not surgeries. You have to rise higher and higher to pull the whole curtain up. Those who try to rise higher pull the whole thing upward, and they give a pull to everyone who ascend to it. So just try to keep your aim clear cut. You must understand what is your aim in life as surgeries. Now you are changed people. You are no more people who have to deal with possessions or worry about them, about mundane things, about your livelihoods. You are no more people who have to worry too much about your health and things on your personal lives. You are not to worry also about your jobs so much. That's not important. And last of all, not to worry about your family, children, husband, wife, and find a pocket for you to hide into it. Because the only thing where you can really hide yourself is the love of God, where you can really get the great, restful, blissful feeling of His complete protection. Sydney has done very well before and is progressing better, but the pace is not as it should be. So we have to think of new ways and methods how we can spread this. But first you must assume your positions as you are. You must assume that you are all saints, that you have to do great work. Not the ego part of it, but the manifestation of it. Every one of you has to decide for oneself. I'm sure it's going to work out. And this time my visit is going to help you a lot by understanding what is the best to spread this light all over. May God bless you.
Let us continue to meditate in silence and enjoy the beauty of the divine flowing through us. Let us now bow down to Shri Mataji and thank Shri Mataji for today's collective meditation. Shri Mataji, thank you very much for today's meditation. And Mother, thank you very much for filling our hearts with joy and peace. Let us all take collective bandhan. For those of us who wish to continue to meditate, here is some music for you to enjoy. Jai Shri Mataji.
Anyata sharanam nasti Tvameva sharanam mama Anyata sharanam nasti Tvameva sharanam mama Hridayam samarpayami Sarvam samarpayami Tava pada padmi mataha Sarvam samarpayami Tvameva sakshat Haripriya Tvameva Mavageshvari Tvameva sakshat Haripriya Tvameva Mavageshvari Mahadurga Mahakali Mahamaya Maheshwari Bhagyam samarpayami Karmam samarpayami Tava pada padmi mataha Sarvam samarpayami Swayam sadhya swayam siddhi Swayam siddha swayam prabha Swayam sadhya, swayam siddhi, swayam siddha, swayam prabha. Suguna ratna sukrita kritya, sumati ganga samujvalam. Manam samarpayami Ganam samarpayami Tava pada padma mataha Sarvam samarpayami aniravachani anandi sukhakarani dukharini aniravachani anandi sukhakarani dukharini yoga sanstapanarthaya avirala vishvaviharini sangam samarpayami punyam samarpayami tava pada padmamata sarvam samarpayami timiravrita dishahina atmasya papanashini timiravrita dishahina atmasya papanashini bahujana hitayo vanitava shashvat satya prakashini adyam samarpayami antyam samarpayami tava pada padmamata sarvam samarpayami anyata sharanam nasti tvameva sharanam mama anyata sharanam nasti tvameva sharanam mama hridayam samarpayami sarvam samarpayami